Hey gamers, welcome back to SwitchTop. I'm here with the games that will absolutely destroy your sleep schedule. The top 20 most addictive Nintendo Switch games. These are the titles that make you say, just one more level at 2 a.m. Trust me, I've been there. Let's count it down. Brotato is pure addiction in potato form. You play as a potato with guns. Yes, really. Surviving waves of alien enemies on a hostile planet. Each run lasts about 20 minutes and you'll pick up new weapons and upgrade your stats between waves. The genius is in the weapon combinations. You might dual-wield SMGs while throwing grenades, or go full melee with swords and hammers. Every weapon changes how you play, and there are tons of character builds to unlock. The runs are short enough that you always think one more game, but different enough that each attempt feels fresh. The pixel art is charming, the action is non-stop, and the progression system keeps you coming back. Before you know it, you've played for 3 hours straight, and this little potato has completely taken over your gaming time. Splatoon 3 hooks you with its simple concept. Cover the map with your team's ink, but keeps you playing with its deep strategy and constant updates. You're an inkling who can swim through your own colored ink and shoot it at enemies and surfaces. The main mode is Turf War, where 2 teams of 4 compete to cover the most ground in 3 minutes. What makes it addictive is how every match feels different. You'll unlock new weapons like rollers, chargers, and splatlings, each changing your playstyle completely. The gear system lets you customize your abilities, and Salmon Run co-op mode offers a totally different challenge. Regular events called Splatfests split the community into teams fighting for silly topics like pizza versus burgers. The matches are quick but intense, perfect for that just one more game feeling that keeps you playing until midnight. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate lives up to its name. It's the biggest, most complete fighting game ever made. The roster includes 82 fighters from across gaming history, from Mario to Cloud to Banjo-Kazooie. The basic controls are simple enough for anyone to pick up, but mastering each character takes serious dedication. World of Light Adventure mode starts with almost everyone defeated by a powerful entity, and you'll rescue fighters while exploring a massive world map. Online Smash battles let you fight players worldwide, while local multiplayer supports up to 8 players in chaotic battles. What makes it addictive is the constant learning. Every character has unique moves, combos, and strategies. You'll spend hours in training mode perfecting combos, then jump online to test your skills. The just one more match mentality is real, especially when you're on a winning streak or trying to unlock that final character. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. This game combines farming, combat, and relationships in a way that makes hours disappear without notice. You inherit a farm in a Japanese-inspired world where you'll grow crops, mine resources, and fight monsters in dungeons. But here's the hook. Everything you do matters for something else. Growing crops gives you ingredients for cooking, which helps in combat and befriends villagers. Mining provides materials for crafting better weapons and tools. The combat is real-time action where you can use magic, swords, or farming tools as weapons. You'll also build relationships with townspeople through daily conversations and gifts, eventually finding romance. The seasonal cycle keeps things fresh, different crops grow in different seasons, and festivals happen throughout the year. The game never pressures you to rush, making it perfect for those I'll just water my crops sessions that turn into 4-hour gaming marathons.
It will be a long and perilous journey, but the fate of this land rests upon your shoulders.
My life force is all but spent. Dancer, I bid you act in my stead. I'm sorry.
Grapple Dog's Cosmic Canines. Don't let the cute dogs fool you. This platformer will consume your free time with its perfect movement system. You play as Pablo, a dog with a grappling hook exploring colorful planets to stop an evil cat invasion. The grappling mechanics are incredibly smooth. You'll swing between platforms, launch yourself across gaps, and chain moves together in satisfying combos. Each level has 3 objectives: reach the goal, collect gems, and find a hidden cosmic bone. The real addiction comes from perfecting your runs and chasing better times. The physics feel just right, making every swing and jump feel responsive and rewarding. New abilities unlock as you progress, like the double jump and dash, opening up new movement possibilities. The vibrant art style and upbeat soundtrack keep the energy high, while the tight controls make failure feel like your fault, not the game's, pushing you to try again immediately. Dead Cells perfects the just one more run formula better than almost any other game. You're an immortal prisoner escaping a constantly changing prison island, and death just sends you back to start with new knowledge and permanent upgrades. Combat is fast and brutal. You'll dodge roll through enemy attacks while slashing with swords, clubs, or whips. The genius is in the mutation system that lets you build your character differently each run. Maybe you'll focus on bleeding enemies, or go for critical hit builds, or become a tank who shrugs off damage. Weapons and abilities change dramatically between runs, keeping the gameplay fresh. The hand-drawn animation is gorgeous, and every hit feels impactful. What makes it truly addictive is how death feels like progress. You'll unlock new weapons, upgrade your health flask, and discover new paths through the prison. Even failed runs teach you enemy patterns and level layouts. Animal Crossing New Horizons doesn't grab you with intense action. It hooks you with daily routine and the desire to perfect your island paradise. You start with a tent on a deserted island and slowly build a community by decorating, crafting furniture, and inviting animal villagers to move in. The real-time clock means the game continues when you're not playing. Villagers move around, seasons change, and special events happen on actual calendar dates. Daily tasks like checking the shop, talking to villagers, and collecting resources create a routine that's hard to break. The terraforming tools let you reshape your entire island. You can build cliffs, rivers, and paths exactly how you want them. Visiting friends' islands and sharing design codes online adds social element. The game never punishes you for taking breaks, but there's always something new to do or improve, making it dangerously easy to lose hours decorating your perfect virtual home. Pikmin 4 turns resource management into pure gaming crack. You control a tiny space explorer commanding armies of plant-like creatures called Pikmin to solve puzzles and fight giant bugs. Different colored Pikmin have unique abilities. Red ones resist fire, blue ones can go underwater, and yellow ones conduct electricity. Your dog companion Ochi can carry large groups of Pikmin and swim across water, completely changing how you approach challenges. Each area is packed with treasures to collect and castaways to rescue. But the real addiction comes from optimizing your strategies. You'll replay levels to find more efficient solutions, rescue Pikmin faster, or discover secrets you missed. The time management aspect creates natural tension. You want to accomplish as much as possible before the day ends. Night expeditions add tower defense elements where you protect Lumic gnolls from enemy attacks. The cute art style hides surprisingly deep strategic gameplay that rewards both careful planning and quick thinking. Vampire Survivors looks simple, but creates the most addictive gameplay loop on the Switch. You auto-attack enemies while manually moving to avoid getting overwhelmed by growing hordes of monsters. Each run lasts exactly 30 minutes, but the progression system makes every second count. You'll collect gems to level up your character, choosing from weapon upgrades and passive abilities that completely change your playstyle. Weapons evolve when you meet certain conditions. Your whip might become a bloody tear that pierces all enemies, or your garlic creates a devastating poison cloud. New characters unlock regularly, each with unique starting weapons and bonuses. The pixel art is minimal but effective, letting you focus on the hypnotic rhythm of combat. What makes it impossibly addictive is how each run feels like progress toward unlocking something new, a weapon, character, or stage. The just one more run mentality is dangerous here because runs are short enough to always feel manageable but rewarding enough to keep you chasing the next unlock. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is platforming perfection that turns every level into a masterclass of game design. The Snowmads have invaded DK's island and frozen it solid, so Donkey Kong and his family must travel through 6 worlds to reclaim their home. The platforming feels incredibly precise. DK has weight and momentum that makes every jump satisfying. Each world introduces new mechanics, from underwater swimming to minecart rides to rocket barrel flights. The real addiction comes from the game's brilliant level design that rewards towards both casual players and perfectionists. Every level has Kong letters to collect, puzzle pieces to find, and optional objectives that require mastery of the controls. The soundtrack by David Wise is absolutely incredible, with dynamic music that responds to your actions. Boss battles are epic spectacles that test everything you've learned. What makes it truly addictive is how good you feel when you nail a difficult section. The controls are so responsive that success feels earned. Even after beating levels, you'll return to find secrets and improve your times, making this the ultimate platforming addiction. Shotgun Cop Man is pure arcade mayhem that hooks you with its simple concept and addictive scoring system. You play as a cop with a shotgun fighting endless waves of criminals and monsters in pixelated city streets. The controls are dead simple. Move, aim, and blast everything that moves. What makes it addictive is the combo system that rewards aggressive play and quick kills. Each enemy you defeat without getting hit builds your multiplier, turning you into an unstoppable force. Power-ups drop regularly, giving you faster reload speeds, bigger explosions, or temporary invincibility. The game tracks your high scores and challenges you to beat them, creating that just one more run feeling. Levels are short but intense, perfect for quick gaming sessions that somehow turn into hour-long marathons. The retro graphics and pumping soundtrack keep the energy high while you chase that perfect run where everything clicks together. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition drops you on the alien planet Mira after Earth's destruction, and you'll lose hundreds of hours exploring its massive world. You join Blade, a military organization trying to establish humanity's new home while searching for the missing ship containing most of Earth's survivors. The combat mixes real-time movement with menu-based attacks, letting you position your character while selecting powerful arts abilities. What makes it incredibly addictive is the progression system. You'll level up classes, unlock new weapons, and customize your skills endlessly. The world is absolutely massive, with 5 huge continents full of dangerous creatures and hidden treasures. You can pilot giant mechs called skells that transform the exploration and combat completely. Online features let you team up with other players for challenging boss fights. The side quests are surprisingly deep, often featuring multi-part storylines that reveal more about Mira's mysteries. Every play session brings new discoveries, making it impossible to put down.
Open fire! Follow me!
Target in sight! Shadow strike!
Assault hammer!
Nice! Move in and do some damage!
Flame grenade!
Stardew Valley starts when you inherit your grandfather's old farm in Pelican Town and decide to escape corporate life for country living. What begins as simple crop farming quickly expands into mining dangerous caves, fishing in secret spots, raising livestock, and building relationships with the townspeople. The addictive loop comes from the constant sense of progress. Every day brings new possibilities and small improvements to your farm. You'll plan crop rotations by season, upgrade your tools to work more efficiently, and slowly turn your overgrown property into a thriving business. The social aspects add another layer as you befriend and potentially romance the locals through gifts and conversations. Mining provides resources and rare materials, while combat keeps you on your toes in deeper cave levels. The game never pressures you to rush, but there's always one more thing to do before bed. Seasons change every 28 days, bringing new crops, festivals, and activities that keep the gameplay fresh year after year. Hollow Knight places you in the role of a small knight exploring the ruined insect kingdom of Hallownest, searching for answers about a mysterious infection that drove the bugs to madness. The combat starts simple with just a nail sword, but grows complex as you learn spells, unlock abilities, and master the precise timing needed for success. What makes it addictive is the perfect balance between challenge and reward. Every area conquered and boss defeated feels like a major accomplishment. The interconnected world opens up gradually as you gain new movement abilities like wall jumping and dashing, revealing shortcuts and hidden areas. The charm system lets you customize your play style with over 40 different combinations, from faster healing to increased attack power. Boss fights are intense skill tests that require learning attack patterns and exploiting brief openings. The gorgeous hand-drawn art and haunting soundtrack create an atmosphere that draws you deeper underground. Death means losing your soul currency, but it's always retrievable, making each attempt feel meaningful rather than punishing. Binding of Isaac follows young Isaac fleeing into his basement to escape his religious mother, who believes God wants her to sacrifice him. Each run through the randomly generated basement floors brings different room layouts, items, and enemies, making every playthrough unique. The twin-stick shooting feels simple, but becomes incredibly complex as you collect items that drastically change your attacks and abilities. You might shoot tears that home in on enemies, leave poison trails, or explode on impact. And items stack for crazy combinations. What makes it dangerously addictive is the massive item pool with hundreds of pickups that transform your character in unexpected ways. Boss fights test your dodging skills while rewarding you with powerful upgrades. The game tracks completion marks for different characters and difficulty levels, giving hardcore players endless goals to chase. Multiple endings and secret areas unlock as you improve, revealing more of Isaac's dark story. Even after thousands of runs, you'll still discover new item combinations and secrets that make you want to play just one more time. Super Mario Party Jamboree brings the classic board game formula back with 20 playable characters and 7 unique game boards. Players roll dice to move around colorful maps while collecting coins and stars, with the goal of having the most stars when the game ends. What makes it addictive is the 110 minigames that break up the board action. These quick challenges test everything from timing and reflexes to strategy and luck. The new Koopaflon mode supports up to 20 players online in a massive elimination tournament that's pure chaos. Each character has unique dice blocks that add strategy to movement, while items can completely change the game's momentum. The boards feature interactive elements like changing layouts and special events that keep every game unpredictable. Online play lets you compete with friends or strangers worldwide, while local multiplayer supports up to 4 players on one console. The presentation is incredibly polished with colorful graphics and energetic music that captures the party atmosphere perfectly. Whether you're playing seriously or just having fun, the just one more game factor is incredibly strong. Hades puts you in the role of Zagreus, the immortal son of Hades, attempting to escape the underworld to find his missing mother Persephone. Each escape attempt takes you through 4 different underworld regions filled with enemies and challenging boss fights. The genius of Hades is how it turns the typical roguelike death cycle into part of the story. Every time you die, you return to the House of Hades, where characters react to your progress and relationships develop. Combat is fast and fluid, with 4 different weapon types that each offer completely different playstyles, from quick daggers to slow hammers. The boon system lets gods grant you powerful upgrades during runs, and these stack for incredible combinations that make you feel unstoppable. What makes it incredibly addictive is the constant progression. Even failed runs earn you resources to permanently upgrade your abilities and advance character storylines. The voice acting is exceptional, making every conversation engaging and meaningful. Romance options, multiple endings, and post-game content provide hundreds of hours of reasons to keep playing long after your first successful escape. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe perfects the kart racing formula with 48 tracks, 42 characters, and countless customization options that make every race feel fresh. The anti-gravity mechanics let you drive on walls and ceilings, opening up track designs that would be impossible in other racing games. What makes it addictive is how balanced and accessible it feels. Newcomers can enjoy races with smart steering and auto-accelerate, while experts can master advanced techniques like drift boosting and shortcut discovery. The item system creates constant momentum shifts where anyone can win until the final lap, keeping races exciting even when you're behind. Time Trials mode turns track mastery into an art form as you chase perfect racing lines and shave milliseconds off your best times. Online multiplayer lets you race up to 12 players worldwide with smooth netcode that rarely disappoints. Battle mode features dedicated arenas and multiple game types that provide variety when you need a break from racing. The Grand Prix Cups offer structured progression, but it's the quick, just one more race nature that makes hours disappear without notice. Balatro transforms poker into an addictive roguelike that will make you rethink everything you know about card games. You play poker hands to score points, but the twist is joker cards that modify how hands work. Maybe your pairs score triple points, or face cards give bonus multipliers. Each round requires you to reach a target score using a limited number of hands, creating intense decision-making about which cards to play and which to save. What makes it incredibly addictive is the endless customization possibilities as you collect new jokers, modify your deck, and discover synergies between different effects. The game starts simple but becomes incredibly complex as you unlock new joker types and learn how they interact. Planet cards upgrade your poker hands permanently, while tarot cards can modify your deck in powerful ways. The ante system gradually increases the difficulty while offering bigger rewards, creating natural stopping points that somehow never stop you from playing. The clean graphics and satisfying sound effects make every successful hand feel rewarding. Even when runs end in failure, you'll immediately want to try a different strategy or joker combination. Fantasy Life combines life simulation with RPG adventure in a way that makes time disappear completely. You create a character and choose from 12 different life classes, from fighter and wizard to cook and tailor, each with unique abilities and storylines. The main story follows your character's adventures in a colorful fantasy world, but the real addiction comes from the interconnected crafting and progression system. As a blacksmith, you'll forge weapons for combat classes, while alchemists create potions that help everyone succeed. What makes it dangerously addictive is how every activity feeds into others. You'll mine materials to craft equipment, then use that gear to fight stronger monsters for rare drops, which unlock better recipes. The game never forces you down one path, letting you switch between combat, crafting, and exploration whenever you want. Daily challenges and multiplayer cooperation add social elements that keep you coming back. The charming art style and lighthearted story create a relaxing atmosphere, but the depth of customization and progression will keep you playing for hundreds of hours as you master every life and perfect your character build. And there you have it, 20 games that will absolutely ruin your sleep schedule in the best way possible. These games prove that addiction in gaming isn't always about complex systems. Sometimes it's just about perfect gameplay loops that keep you coming back for more. Which of these games has stolen the most hours? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content.